Yo, what up, everybody? Blaze One Sports here. Today we're going to talk about the draft day trade, Dallas Cowboys trade with the Eagles. All Cowboys fans, everybody's going crazy. They're like, how can you trade with the Eagles? They're your enemies. And at first, I was like that too. I was like, man, fuck Jerry, fuck the Cowboys. Why are they trading with the Eagles? That's so stupid. Like, you're going to trade with your enemies? And when you look at it like that, it's like, yeah, you don't trade with your fucking conference rivals, your division rivals. Um, like Dallas has a lot of rivals, really. So it's like whatever. There's no one else to trade with. You gotta make the move, right? So at first, when I seen the move, I was mad. I was like, I can't believe it. Like Kevo, like every other Cowboys fans, they were mad. But then when you think about it, Devontae Smith was gonna go anyways. He was gonna go to one of our rivals. It was like, okay, the trade is good because we get that extra player, we get that extra pick in the third round, and we still got the player besides Certain. We still got the player we were gonna get if we would have stayed at 10. We still would have got Parsons at 10 or at whether they go 12 or 13. So we were gonna get Parsons anyway. So we just came up and got an extra pick for the hell of it, right? So if we didn't make the trade, Devontae Smith Jr., the explosive receiver, he's so good that all these other teams passed on him, because he's small, like a Devin Hester type. They don't think he's going to be durable. College football and pro football is two different games. A lot of the superstars in the college, they don't even pan out in the pros. So people are betting on Devontae Smith Jr. not panning out, not staying healthy because he's small, whatever. So Dallas doesn't make the trade. They still get Parsons. They don't get that extra third pick. And then the Giants get Devontae Smith Jr. And as a Cowboys fan, I'd rather not have that because even though Danny Dimes, people clown him, he's got a decent arm and he's a starting quarterback for the Giants. He's a decent quarterback. The Eagles, they don't have a good quarterback. Dang, I can't even think of his name right now. Hurts. Is it Hurts? Yeah, Hurts. They just got rid of Wentz. Hurts is definitely not the answer. The Eagles don't have a quarterback. So I'm not worried about Devontae Smith going to the Eagles because they got no one to get him the ball. He'll be explosive on special teams. But other than that, I'm not worried. I'd rather have Devontae Smith Jr. on the Eagles than on the Giants because let's face it, even though I hate to say it, the Giants got a better quarterback than the Eagles. I hate both the teams. I'm a Cowboys fan. And I wasn't even opposed if the Cowboys would have snuck up and grabbed Devontae Smith Jr. It might sound stupid, but I wouldn't have been mad at that either. Even though we got CeeDee Lamb last year, you can never, have too many weapons. But Micah Parsons was the perfect pick. Surtain was off the board. Parsons was our guy. I mean, there's really no one else, at that spot. We did good in the draft. We got Jabril Cox, too. People are saying he's like the steal of the draft. So with, Cox, Parsons, I forgot we got another guy. Those are going to be our starting linebackers. We're going to let Jalen Smith, we're going to let Vander Ertz go. Vander Esch is always hurt. Time to make a change. We don't need another Sean Lee. Time to go. We got a new starting lineup for our linebackers. It's looking pretty promising. We got new corners to start on both sides, and we got a corner we drafted for a safety. But let's get back to the trade. At first, I was pissed off. You don't trade with your rivals, but then if that's all you got, it's a good trade now. When you think about it, you end up getting the same guy you were going to get. So you didn't miss out on nothing. And you got an extra third-round pick, which is kind of low in the draft. Third-round pick is, pretty decent. And this draft was loaded. So you get the same player you're going to get anyways, plus you get a third-round pick just for trading, like, 2 spots. And like I said, if Dallas wouldn't have did the trade, the Giants would have got Devontae Smith Jr. And Devontae Smith Jr. would be more dangerous on the Giants than on the Eagles, in my opinion, because the Giants got a better quarterback. So I think Devontae Smith on the Eagles, he'll score on us because we don't have any cornerbacks unless these new ones we drafted pan out like they're supposed to. But they'll put up some points. We're not scared. It's just Devontae Smith Jr. Obviously, like 3 other receivers were picked before him. So how good is he really? I think it was just based on his size. But no big deal. At first, when the trade first happened, I was mad. I was like, what are they thinking? But when you think about it, do you want Devontae Smith on the Giants or do you want him on the Eagles? Because he's going on one of them. Put him on the Eagles and give me that third round pick, and I'm happy about it. So what do you guys think about the big Dallas trade debacle? Jerry Jones losing his mind. Now, at first, it sounds crazy. Like you traded with the Eagles, but then when you look at it and think about it, it's not a bad trade. Eagles got no one to get them the ball. They're going to be looking for another quarterback. Devontae Smith is small. How durable is he? If he's on the Giants, Danny Dimes is throwing them bombs. And the Giants already got Galladay, so that would have been kind of deadly to have Galladay on one side, and then you got whoever else they got, and then you got Devontae Smith as a second or third receiver. So what do you guys think about the trade? When you think about it, is it that bad? Not that bad. I'm happy with it now. You know, a couple days after the draft, we got Parsons, who we were going to get anyways, and we got a third round pick who got us that cornerback, Kelvin Martin or Jabril Cox. You know what I mean? That's what that pick got us. So Cowboys fans, what do you think? Was it a good trade? You trade down 2 spots, you keep your guy, and you get a third round pick. Devontae Smith Jr. goes to the enemy, but he was going to go to the enemy anyways, either the Giants or the Eagles. And like I said, the Eagles are weaker than the Giants. So let him go to the Eagles. When you think about it, it's not that bad. So what do you guys think about this draft day trade? Dallas trades 2 spots with the Eagles. They still get their guy. The Eagles get Devontae Smith Jr. Giants fans are mad. That's a plus. So what do you guys think? Thoughts, comments, questions, opinions in the comments section. Cowboys trade 2 spots with the Eagles. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Blaze One Sports out.